Hello.
Off you go.
Join us in, where are we? Marlborough, which is the wine region of the north of the South Island in New Zealand.
That is all very correct information.
So this is our first stop, basically. Just straight off the ferry. We got straight to the hotel last night. There we go.
Well, he has just told you everything I was going to tell you, but he's done it in about a third of the time it would have took me.
Because you waffle.
Yeah, we're actually in a little town called Blenheim. We are staying in a really, really lovely hotel here, guys. That has very kindly been gifted to us, and it is called the Scenic Hotel Marlborough. Here it is. As we mentioned, it is now the next morning, but I did film a little room tour for you guys before we put our stuff everywhere, because we have kind of got stuff on every single surface. Basically, they have very kindly put us up here for a couple of nights, and they also have hotels in a couple of other locations down the South Island, so you will see us staying with them again. But a huge thank you to them. Definitely worth checking out if you're planning a trip across New Zealand and you're wanting to stay in accommodation that is a little bit nicer, that isn't hostels, or you just want a one-off to break your journey up, to break your trip up. Like, this has come at a really good time for us, because we were definitely feeling a little bit burnt out in Wellington, I think.
It's been a nice little break from hostels and just like backpack living. It's kind of like a little bit of a luxury, everything like that.
So we have just checked into this beautiful room at the Scenic Hotel Marlborough. Honestly, guys, I am so ready for a couple of really good nights sleep in a really beautiful room with a comfy bed. Here is Tom modelling the desk, already hard at work. But I'm going to do a little room tour. We've got the bed here, obviously. This is massive. It looks so comfy. I also really like the LED lighting behind here. I think that's lovely. And then over here, you have these gorgeous kind of like loft style windows, like attic style slanted windows. I really like these. Then you have an absolutely huge mirror. Here is Tom again. You're sitting in my shot, aren't you?
I'm making the shot.
You're making the shot, are you? Well, I love a full length mirror, so I'm very glad that this is here. And then we have the TV. We've got the mini fridge section, which might just be my favorite, but 2 different wines, beers, Whittaker's chocolate, which is just the best, Coke, Schweppes. And then up here, we also have red wine, and then Pringles, cookies, a toothbrush, which is actually a great addition to a hotel room, and then obviously coffee, tea, the kettle. Here we have a really nice looking bathroom, a lovely looking shower, a really well stocked little area, including a hairdryer. I love it when they give you a hairdryer, because I really do want to dry my hair tonight and like straighten it. So yeah, I'm feeling ready to have a little pamper evening. We've been pretty much on the road for 2 weeks straight now, 2.5 weeks straight, moving around constantly. Quite excited to have like a refresh and a recharge whilst we're here. I've also actually seen that they do have a spa and a sauna as well, which we may well use, and I will show you those too. Okay, I'm gonna test the bed comfiness. Oh my gosh, that is so comfy. I've just sunk into the bed. I can feel a nap coming on. So we've gone for a little collection of sharing dishes, although obviously I'm not showing this one. This is katsu chicken, fries, house bread, mac and cheese, and we are really, really happy about this. The food here, I mean, this is a famous food and wine region, so like I was expecting nothing less, but this looks so good. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the South Island. We are so excited to be here. We're spending the next 2 weeks exploring from the very tip where we are now up in Marlborough all the way down to pretty much the south of the South Island. Today we are actually heading to the Queen Charlotte track, which apparently is really beautiful to walk. We were considering going to Abel Tasman, but sometimes when you're traveling you have to make compromises, and the weather forecast today just looks awful. We're kind of thinking, you know, it's a gamble, we might get there and it'll be fine, but it's quite a long way to drive, and by the time we get there, if we've driven there and it's chucking it down, so we just thought, you know what, because we probably wouldn't enjoy it, we're not going to waste the money on that, and we're going to flip our priorities elsewhere and head to the Queen Charlotte walking track.
Let's go.
So already driving through the South Island does look different to the North Island. Like, obviously a lot of New Zealand is very mountainous, but this definitely I would say is slightly more so. In the North Island I would say it was more like massive hills, but like really green mountains if they were mountains, whereas here already it does look different. And also we're driving through like vineyard territory, so on either side of the road there's just vineyard after vineyard, and it's actually so stunning. Like, currently, touch wood guys, no rain as of yet. We are currently en route to a place called Anakiwa. It's basically the gateway to this walk. I look so baby faced. I keep thinking maybe I'll put makeup on today, but like all we're really doing is hiking and walking. Actually, we are gonna go to a vineyard, so maybe I should have put some makeup on. See, currently my skincare and makeup routine is sun cream and lip oil. And that's it. And I love it, to be honest. I am such a lazy girl that when it comes to doing makeup, if I don't have to do it, I don't want to do it.
Don't go out nearly as much as I should. Barely know the way around my neighborhood. I'm ruminating, I feel no good. Not living life like I know I could. Like I know I could. Like I know I should. Like I know I.
Here we go, the beginning of the hike. We've had a little look at a couple of viewpoints. Already this has been beautiful, but I think it's like a 6-kilometre walk, which is pretty good. That's kind of Tom and I's walking limit. We actually did consider hiring a bike to do this. Like, we've done that before in places, but then I kind of had a look into it a bit more and I didn't realise it was like full-on mountain biking. And, you know, I'm not really a cyclist and I don't think I've ever ridden a mountain bike in my life, so probably not the best place to start.
You've never ridden a mountain bike?
No, have you?
Yeah, I used to have a mountain bike.
Where did you go mountain biking?
That doesn't mean I went mountain biking, I just owned a mountain bike.
To do what with?
Just to ride about on. Yeah,
On the
that
path?
was like the standard bike that people had, a mountain bike.
What was it?
Just like an all-rounder bike, yeah.
Okay, well, clearly missed the memo for that one.
You probably had one without
No, I
realising you
definitely
had
didn't
one.
have a mountain bike. I barely had a bike. I don't think I've had a bike since I was like 13. We're walking. It's a 6-kilometre walk. We've got hats on, guys, because although it isn't wet, it is cold.
But if you would show me, yeah. If you would show me, yeah. If you would show me.
What just happened? No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You did?
I was running to catch you up.
In your trip?
No, I didn't trip.
Oh, you didn't trip?
No, I jumped deliberately. I like jumped down the hill.
I thought you tripped on like a rock.
No, I didn't trip. I jumped down the hill. Tom turned around, thought I'd fell over, looked absolutely terrified, panicked, tried to catch me, but I hadn't even fallen over. It was really funny.
Well, next time I'll leave you to fall in the mud.
So, as I mentioned, Marlborough is actually a pretty famous wine region here in New Zealand. A lot of wines come from New Zealand. And we couldn't really spend a couple of days here without stopping off in a vineyard, in a winery. Now, the difficult thing when we're always in a hire car is that you can't really do wine tastings. They do actually offer some here where you can cycle between all of the different wineries just to like do a few tastings. But we considered it. But we've done a lot of wine tastings across Australia, and although I do love wine, I know which wines I like and I don't like, so wine tasting I feel like sometimes a little bit wasted on me. So instead we've just stopped for a little drink and we're gonna have a couple of snacks here maybe, just to sit outside. I can just drink. Honestly, right, I said to Tom, I was like, I want to be on the insurance of the car, and Tom just was like, no, I'll do all the driving, and I was like, okay, if you so insist. And now it's got its benefits. The fact that we've got this to ourselves is honestly insane. Like, this is completely private. You have to have a key. So we are going to be using the hot tub and then maybe the swimming pool, but I'm pretty excited to have like a little relaxing afternoon after our vineyard stop off. This feels very bougie and a very, very, very nice treat. Bloody hell, who does she think she is? We've put a bit of effort in. Let me see if I can show you my outfit. Sorry, you're gonna have to excuse the horrible angle. I will try and correct it in Final Cut. But guys, I bought this skirt the other day and I mean, I love it. I'm bloody glad I bought it. But what is my problem with continuing to buy clothes that I can't fit in my bag? Like, I was thinking in my head, like, this is kind of more of a put together outfit. Because there were going to be a few stops in New Zealand where I wanted to like look like I'd made a bit more of an effort, but all of my jumpers are very like slouchy, kind of, they look like pajama jumpers. They're not really outfit jumpers, you know. And I was thinking, well, we're going to go to a few restaurants and stuff, and we also have a few more trips planned en route home to places that aren't going to be warm, that aren't really backpacker locations. That's my only clue. And I was like, look, I kind of want this outfit, so I went into Glassons and they had a sale on. So I got this whole outfit, including a pair of tights, for £30, which I thought was pretty decent. The jumper is lovely, and I really love the sleeves on it. They're like wide. Not gonna lie, I did wear this yesterday for the first time. Nightmare when you're eating. This just trailed across everything I was eating. I had like ketchup on my plate. It was like boom, ketchup. I was like, brilliant. Anyway, I've put the whole outfit on tonight. I've put a bit of makeup on because we're gonna go downstairs to the bar in the hotel, have a drink there, and then we're basically in a town called Blenheim, as I mentioned, and it is like I've said so many times, a famous food and wine region. So we're gonna go for dinner and look at the backdrop that we're having dinner to. Are you freaking kidding? We've got mountains there, we've got mountains here. Hence why I've put on a bit more of like a nice outfit. What I would love, so I'm gonna wear this with my Converse because obviously don't really have any shoes. But when I'm home, I'm imagining this skirt with like my Doc Martens. I just think that that would be a really nice vibey outfit.
I spent so much time daydreaming, so now I don't know how I'm feeling. Don't know who's the real me. Might need my help and I thought I needed. I can see it. Need my peace.
So we are checking out now of the hotel that we've been staying at. This is what it looks like from the outside. A huge thank you to the team here. They've been amazing and we have absolutely loved staying here. Hello, welcome to Tuesday. I'm completely out of sync with my days and we have left Marlborough and headed to the west coast over to, we're actually going to a place called Punakaiki, I think that's how you say it, but currently we're in a little place called Westport. And the reason that we have stopped here, it was about a 3-hour drive this morning, by the way guys, we've been in the car ages, and the reason we've stopped here is because they have a seal colony.
Fairy seals.
Furry, fluffy New Zealand seals. We're gonna go and check them out. Tom just told me he wants to do a takeover, so.
Well, you've said everything now. I was going to tell the vlog. Is it filming? It is. I was going to tell the vlog about what we're doing, but it's done now. So maybe I'll do the next bit. So I will just add, this is the first bit of sun we've seen like this, to be fair, since we've come to New Zealand, and I'm liking it. It really does change your perception and your mood just on the full thing.
Yeah, it does. Tom's been in a bit of a grouch because we've had rain for a week straight at this point.
I haven't been in a grouch, it's just like, you can't do anything when it rains, it ruins everything, but now, like, look at this, this is perfect, and you can surf here as well.
You can surf it, yeah. Guys, Tom is so right, this is actually stunning, like this is the first place I've been where I'm like, oh my god, slay, like this is so exciting. Not that I've not been enjoying it, but he's very right, it does affect your opinion of a location if you only see it in the rain, whereas here I'm like, god, this looks gorgeous. Also, apparently there's baby penguins living on this little rock. Guys, I don't even know if you can see them. Oh my god, there's babies. Can you see them? There's loads of them. I don't really know if you can see them at all. And I'm struggling to see them on the camera as well, actually. Can you see the little ones there? Oh, look at them, they're so cute. And there's a big one sleeping on that rock there. He's so well camouflaged, he actually looks like part of the rock. There you go. Look, he's sitting up, he's getting up. He's moving. And they're such funny animals, aren't they, guys? They're like logs with legs. It is 4 PM nearly, and this is the first thing we've eaten since we left. I'm so hungry because we left really quite early this morning, so it's been a long day of driving. We walked up the cliff, we looked at the seals, and I am so ready to eat this. It was very overpriced, I'm not gonna lie. We are in the middle of nowhere, so they have added on about, what, like $10 more than it probably should have been. Anyway, I'm not gonna complain about it, I'm just gonna eat it. Hello from Punakaiki. Am I saying that right? I'm probably not. The hat is on because it's not cold actually, it's just very windy. And your girl gets earache. Although we're inside right now. We have checked into a little beach hostel. It's actually really cute. So even though there are bunk beds, this is a private room. I think it's actually like a family room. There's only about 8 rooms here in total. Really small little family run hostel on the actual beach. I will show you it when we go outside because it is really lovely. Like this whole trip we've been mixing it up between hostels, hotels and B&Bs. Honestly, based off what is cheapest, what is most available, and what is like near what we want to be doing. Punakaiki is kind of a little stop off for us en route further south. Like there's not massive amounts of things to do here, it's just a really beautiful part of the coast. So we thought we'd spend the night here, have a little bit more of a laid back day. We've only really been to see the seals today. We're gonna go for a walk down the beach now. Yeah, not massive amounts of things to do, more of a place to unwind. You can actually surf here though, like this is a surf hostel. The weather is beautiful now, like I wouldn't be against surfing if I thought the water was warm, but I just know the water is freezing, so it's a no from me. Yeah, we're gonna go for a little walk down the beach. I've been editing some reels for Instagram the last hour, and before that I did have a little nap. Tom and I are just terrible. We've got into a terrible habit of going to bed super late, but then we still want to be up at like 7:30 every day doing stuff, so we just need to break that cycle. But anyway, I've got a couple of reels done, the vlog is pretty much edited, and now we're gonna go for a walk. What a beautiful setting for a hostel. This reminds me so much of Krabi in Thailand, like the sheer just like drop of the cliff. And then this is where we're staying. So there's literally nothing else around pretty much. And then you rotate 90 degrees.
There's me.
And there's Tom.
That's 180 degrees.
Oh yeah, 180. Go man. Yeah, but you're at the ocean. Like, this is one of the most incredibly located hostels I've ever stayed in, probably. What a happy accident. I literally found that when I was looking on booking.com, and I was looking for an Airbnb or some kind of motel and nothing was coming up. So I was like, okay, we'll stay here. But now I'm like, wow, I'm actually really glad we did. Good morning. You join us from the car
In Punakiki.
Punakaiki.
And we are heading to Franz Josef National Park.
Yeah.
And we've got having a little stop at New World along the way because there's nothing here. There's literally nothing for about 45 kilometers.
We got here last night, we were like, cool, we'll just go out to grab dinner, and there's no supermarket. New World is like the main supermarket here, probably the nicest supermarket as well in New Zealand, so we were going to stop to pick up groceries to get dinner, but there isn't one, so we just didn't have dinner. So I'm quite hungry.
We're both quite hungry. We had breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had
actually,
breakfast.
no, we have like bananas and go drinks, so.
And cereal bars. So we've had snacks, but we didn't have dinner, so we're going to stock up because I don't know what Franz Josef is like, but I think it's a little bit bigger. Basically, this stop is going to be pretty iconic, and hopefully the weather holds out. Because Franz Josef is famous because it has a glacier, or a glacier.
I think it's glacier, but maybe I'm wrong.
I thought it was glacier, but maybe that's when you're talking about the cherries. Like a glacier cherry. But the spelling is the same.
Spelling,
yeah.
So maybe because I would probably say glacier cherry, but when I'm talking about this, I'm thinking glacier, so I don't know.
Either way, it's got a huge snowy mountain. You can actually heli hike there, so you can get a helicopter and it drops you off, and then you can do a hike around this like really snowy mountain. We looked into this, but it was coming out at $600 per person. For me, a hike that costs 1.2k, I'm not paying it. I would love to come back and do it. I do think it looks absolutely beautiful, but it's just not a priority in our budget right now. That is a big amount of money to spend on a hike. Like, yeah. So I would like to come back and do it. I'm so sure if you're watching and you've done it, you're going to be like, it's worth every penny. And like, I would probably have said that if we had done it, but we're just allocating the budget elsewhere because it wasn't a priority. We want to do some more activities in Queenstown and stuff.
Plus the weather isn't really holding out. I don't think it would be too fun in the rain.
It's raining again this morning. Long chatty section over. We're heading to New World, and then we're going to do a gorge walk at
Hokitika Gorge Walk, I think.
Hokitika. Say that's right, yeah.
Hokitika.
Hokitika. It looks beautiful. This is what it's meant to look like. Let's see what it looks like in the vlog today.
I don't know the words of this bit.
It's moving so much, I'm kind of scared. Guys, it's actually so high, I'm terrified of it. Tom, please be careful with your phone. Oh my god. I'm sweating a lot right now. Well, it's beautiful, it's crazy, it's very blue, it's stunning, it's lovely. I'm gonna stop now. Bye. Guys, it's like being at home. We just happened to be driving down this road, and the farmer right now has decided to let all these cows cross from one field to the other field. Like, there's so many of them, and there's still a whole big queue of them to go. So it's like being on Beverley Westwood. Do you want to know how the day is going? It's going like this. Guys, we are soaking wet. I've got like 4 layers on. I don't know if you can even see how soaked this jacket is. Luckily, this leather jacket is really good quality and it is waterproof, which is just coincidence and luck because I don't have a proper waterproof jacket with me. You have to laugh. Did you just get me swearing?
I don't know what you said.
I won't repeat it then. How you doing, Tom?
How do you think I'm doing?
Tom's not thriving at the bad weather. I'm not really thriving at the bad weather either. We just went to the glacier, tried to see it.
Couldn't see it. There was too much cloud. Let's hope tomorrow's better.
Tonight we said cozy hearty meal on a budget, guys. We've gone for tiger bread that I've just toasted and tomato soup. Tom's over here just finishing his off. We're staying in this hostel, right? And there's nobody here. Literally, this is the living area. And where are the other people? Like, There's nobody about, and we've been here a couple of hours. We've literally gone out, come back, still nobody. Good morning from Lake Maidstone, or Madison, I'm not sure how you say it. We have come to look at the Fox Glacier. You can probably tell by my attire that the weather's not really letting up, guys. We are determined to not let it put us off doing what we had planned to do. I've actually just lost Tom. But yeah, for the most part, great. Why is it moving so much? I look like the exact same as I looked when I did my bloody bronze Duke of Edinburgh when I was 14 years old. That could be this. Like,
just gotta keep positive, apparently. That's what Molly keeps telling me.
I'm like, see the positives. Realise we actually can't see
anything. Never mind the positives. We can't see fucking anything.
Guys, Mount Cook is meant to be the viewpoint here. Mount Cook is, I'm pretty sure, the biggest mountain in New Zealand, and you can't see it. It's just cloud. I don't have much luck with mountains. One time we climbed one in Bali for about 5 hours. We got to the top, there's absolutely nothing to look at. Slay. So we did the walk. To be honest, I don't look as much of a drowned rat as I thought I would, but it's still not great. I considered straightening my hair last night. I'm really glad I didn't do that. Not it, it's not it. I don't want to just sit and complain, but like, now we're going to the West Coast Kiwi Sanctuary, I think is what it's called. And this I actually am very excited for because we're finally gonna get to see the kiwi bird for ourselves.
The West Coast Wildlife Centre.
West Coast Wildlife
It's
Centre.
only half an hour from here, so that's good.
Let's go.
It closes at 4 though.
Oh, well let's
So
definitely go.
we should have enough time.
Yeah. How long does it take to look at a bird? Okay, our next port of call is the Kiwi Sanctuary, and I am actually quite excited about this. This explains why it's been raining so much, guys. Here's the average rainfall in some other locations. You've got LA, London, Sydney, Tokyo. Ready for this? Franz Josef, all the way up here. That's why we've, no Tom, this is the rain levels.
Oh.
What did you think it was?
What was the height?
Of what?
Is that the ice?
The ice in Los Angeles. It's like, oh yeah. I'm surprised London is not higher. Yeah, actually I'm surprised that Sydney gets more rain than London. That's really shocking. Surely that's wrong. But anyway, either way, look at how much rain it gets here. No wonder it's rained the whole time we've been away.
We were 17 and now you got them all. And I drive by your house every day. Yeah, it feels kind of weird and I wonder.
We have arrived in our next destination and it is beautiful blue skies and a beautiful hotel. We are staying at the Heartland World Heritage Hotel, which is another hotel in the scenic group that we were staying in up in Marlborough. And again, they've really kindly gifted us this stay, and let me show you where we're sleeping tonight. So you've got the bed, right? Looks super comfy, looks really nice. Are you ready for this? Literally at the end of the bed, you've just got miles and miles and miles of beautiful landscape. Like fields, trees, blue sky. I believe the ocean is just over there as well. In fact it is, I can see it just through this gap. And then we do actually have room for an extra person tonight. We've got this area. There's a bathroom that Tom is currently using. A really great space, like a really huge space actually. Haven't opened this. Ooh, what else do we have? Nice, very nice. And I also have just picked up a little map of all of the things that you can do in this area. So this is where we are on the map now. All the way down towards the south of the west coast of the South Island, and then here is everything that is nearby. So we're just gonna have a little look. Now that the weather is good, we're gonna go back out because we've got to seize an opportunity like this. We have come to Ships Creek Walkway, guys, and for the first time we are doing a walk along a little coastal track, and it's sunny. I've even got changed. I've got a t-shirt on. Thoroughly enjoying this weather. It looks cloudy, but over this way, blue skies right now. Blue skies. Honestly, the mood has gone like.
I mean, put shorts on, and it's not even short weather.
It is cold. Not gonna lie.
I'm just trying to wear shorts to prove that.
Yeah, I think you're not the only one. There's a couple of people around wearing shorts right now.
I was never your choice, but I hope you're happy. I hope you are happy. When I let go, you told me you would not succeed.
Tom would like to show you what he's made. Oh, you can't see it. I have to hold it here in the light. Yeah, there you go. Aww.
You like it?
I love it. Oh.
Friends with super
So, as you just saw from the drone footage, it is a beautiful evening, and I also showed you the hotel that we're staying in as well from the outside. Right now, we're gonna go for dinner in the restaurant that is just behind the footage you just saw. So there's kind of like 2 rows of accommodation, and at the front of the other one is the restaurant, and it is called the Frontier Cafe and Bar. Apparently they have a really good dinner menu, so I've put on a little bit of makeup, not very much. Tried to sort my hair out. Have you put on makeup and done your hair?
No, but I have put on some aftershave, which is a first for a while. So there you go. That's
Wow,
something.
we've made an effort. Okay, but finally, New Zealand is looking like the New Zealand I had in my head. It's not every night that you get to go to dinner with this being your view. Just insane. Good morning, guys. This is actually going to be the end of the first South Island vlog. I think this was quite a long one. It's more of a weekly vlog just because I knew a lot of the places that we were going to be visiting this week do look fairly similar when you're filming it. There's been a lot of walks, a lot of hikes, a lot of lakes. Thankfully now, guys, the weather looks like it's brightening up for the rest of our time in New Zealand. But I do definitely feel as though the next couple of vlogs, so like from Queenstown and from Christchurch, hopefully are going to be New Zealand at its best and the kind of imagery that I had in my head when I thought of us visiting here. Fingers crossed, like I said, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to be like, oh my god, it's going to be so sunny, and then it not be. It looks like it's going to be. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this vlog. Thank you so much as well to Scenic Group Hotels for gifting us our stay here in Hurst, but also our stay up in Marlborough when we first arrived in the South Island. Both hotels are absolutely gorgeous, and I really recommend checking them out because they have hotels dotted all over New Zealand. So if you're looking to do a route or like some kind of road trip and you're looking for places to stay, their chain of hotels are across the whole country, and I do really recommend them.
Hello. Well, goodbye. It's the end of this vlog.
Yes. We've enjoyed staying here, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been really nice. It's been really good. Off a good breakfast as well. But yeah, no, really nice. Really love staying here.
And the one up in Marlborough as well is perfect for if you're just getting off the ferry. It's super, super near the ferry terminal. So a really great place to start your South Island adventure. Marlborough is probably one of my favourite places that we visited on the South Island so far. I think actually because when we were there it was fairly good weather. Definitely worth checking out all of the locations that we have stopped at, and I'm super excited for the upcoming vlogs from Queenstown.
One thing I will say actually about this room is that we had like a perfect view of the sunset. You could see the sunset like just out there. So you could see like the full clear sky.
And it has been beautiful. It's been a really, really nice evening. I should catch you in the next vlog, which will be up on my channel very, very soon.
Bye.
Bye.